On the 17th of December each year, the liturgical focus of our Advent season shifts. We shift from focusing our attention to the second coming of Jesus and the fulfillment of the kingdom to the much more imminent celebration of Christ's birth that we will mark on Christmas Day. This liturgical novena draws us into the stories that surround the beginning of that great adventure that is Christ's presence among us as both human and divine. On this day, the 17th of December, we hear from the beginning of Matthew's Gospel the long genealogy of Jesus Christ, from Abraham right down to Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born the Christ. It's a wonderful gospel to listen to. It's a wonderful gospel to proclaim. Most people won't have heard of some of the names that are included in this genealogy, but it sets the context for everything that comes after it during these coming days. It reminds us that the birth of Jesus 2020 years ago was not the beginning of God's presence among God's people. God's promise and God's salvation was first made to Abraham, and it was fulfilled for the first time in the birth of Jesus that we will celebrate on Christmas Day. That was the culmination of God's intervention in human history for several thousands of years. And for the next 2,000 years down to our very day, our task has been to make sure that we live in response to that, both welcoming the presence of Christ among us, looking forward to the fulfillment of the kingdom when he comes again, and trying our very best to live day by day, with God's help, what it means to be faithful to the celebration we are about to mark. Christ came among us as one like us, and therefore changed everything. By taking on our humanity, we have the hope of taking on his divinity, as we hear in the collect for this day. So, as we continue our meandering through Advent, drawing ever closer to the great day of Christmas, let's pray that we might have the grace to live that novena, live that celebration of Christmas each and every day, not just once a year, but each and every day, living our lives as Christians as if we truly believe that Christ's coming among us has made a difference. And so, over these coming days, instead of a prayer, we're going to hear the great O antiphons. And today's goes like this. O wisdom, you come forth from the mouth of the Most High. You fill the universe and hold all things together in a strong yet gentle manner. O come to teach us the way of truth.